Is that Chris?
Welcome in, y'all. This is Project Podcast. I'm your co-host, Josh Adams, with my boy Dre.
Yo, what's up? Y'all let me know in the comment description what y'all like, what we want to talk about, because we got it.
For sure. This is our first time trying to get on the podcast scene, trying to see what y'all are about, man. We want to come through, talk about any and every topic imaginable. Whatever you guys want to hear, we want to talk about it, man.
Yeah, let me know what's really going on. You know, we got lifestyle content, food content. Me personally, I'm a food connoisseur. I love to cook. I love to see what Black history offers. What we got to see, what's really happening in history, why we are the way we are.
Yeah, for real. And I'm more of the sports guy. I kind of like all sports. Trying to get more into the more sports that people don't want to talk about. But we got to give credit to where credit is due and give exposure to all sports. I feel like, yeah, that's what I want to talk about for sure. So we'll definitely have cooking and sports on the podcast and in future episodes. So y'all got to stay on the lookout for that. But anything else y'all want to hear us talk about, man, just let us know. And we would be glad to talk about it for sure.
So with us doing this first podcast, we got to open up and do some introductions. Josh, you can start it off.
All right, man. So, as you know, going to MTSU, that's the school of my choice. But I'm from back home, I'm back in Chat. So, Chat people, what's going on? Shout out to everybody from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Chat niggas up.
Chat niggas up, man. Chat niggas up. Yeah, East Tennessee, definitely a pretty decent lifestyle. I would say that the environment in Chattanooga growing up, really good for me. Grew up in a 2-parent household. I was blessed, fortunate enough to have a well-rounded family around me. Brother, sister, had it all going on. But yeah, I was really blessed and fortunate. Graduated from Chattanooga School for the Arts and Sciences, CSAS. Big shout out to them. I was glad with the way that I was brought up. Taught valuable lessons. You know, it was a well-rounded lifestyle growing up for me. I don't know about you, man. What's going on?
So basically, I'm from the Jackson, Tennessee, West 10 up, you know. I ain't gonna say I just had it great. Like, my family, they did the best they can. I grew up in a 2-parent household. I loved it. I loved every second of it. If it was good, bad, it was raw and uncut. Whatever happened, I was there to see it. And I appreciate what my family did. So the first house I ever grew up in was Jackson, Tennessee, Old Hickory. If you know, you know. If you're from Jackson, you know. That was my first house. Then a couple years down the line, I say one actually. 1 year, my parents would move to Cloverdale with the rest of our family. So from like 1.5 to like maybe 6, 7, that's where I was most of my life. Like every day was exciting. You see people backflipping, you see people fighting,
What?
you see it all. You see crackheads.
Now there was one school, I'm not gonna name any names in Chat, but we did have some incidences where students were trying to knife each other, students were trying to pull people's hair out, you know, fighting and
Nigga,
stuff.
when I was in first grade, my teacher hit me with blocks. Nigga, I don't know how bad they can get.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think there's no comparison as far as West Tennessee versus East Tennessee. But yeah, man, there's a lot of different aspects to life just from the different sides of the state. It's crazy, man.
Facts. Like, what's something that you learned in high school that really can be replicated in like life experiences?
I feel like one big thing that I learned in high school, it was just a matter of, you know, that realization. You gonna have to put your head down and really lock in, focus if you want to get anywhere in life. Like, and that's just to start my life. Like, you know, college, we just in the beginning stages of our lives. But it really took a lot of focus, mental focus and concentration, especially after everyone going through COVID. I don't want to make an excuse out of that, but you know, you had to lock in mentally. And anytime I wanted to get something done, like, it was a no BS, we not taking no nothing, and we got to lock in and focus on what we got to do. Teachers, you know, they was there encouraging us, but nobody could really do it but you. Like, they just gave you the tools. You had to go and make something out of it. So that was one big thing I learned that kind of I use in everyday life now with my schoolwork. Like, you know, it's not gonna get done unless I put forth the effort.
And that's a fact.
And, hey, if the teachers don't know my name, how can they get a connection with me to try and help me better myself in the class?
Something I learned throughout high school was basically like utilizing my talent, utilizing my God-given gifts. Because I'm naturally good at talking to people, but it's like in certain aspects, I feel like I'm less than, or like I don't have the capability to do it. But in this way, that's not true at all. So like just knowing like I am worth it, like I can do it, like, and not folding, like I got this. So with my family, my friends, like I ain't gonna lie, middle school, elementary school, they used to check every day. I did not know how to check. They used to be on my ass like white on rice. So it was like a make or break moment. You either gonna check or get checked. You gonna thrash or get thrashed. So learning that adversity is real. Like it's not nothing wrong with not knowing how to do something, but staying in the same position and not doing anything, trying to get yourself out of that position, being content in life, is really not gonna get nowhere.
That's facts. Yeah, you can't stay stagnant. You gotta keep moving. You gotta keep, trying to reach a higher goal. I feel like that's what we came to college for, to get a better sense of what we want to do and then take that to the next level and be successful young black men,
Facts. Like, even, so the first time I got the scholars, this program at MTSU. You come in 2 weeks early and they get you acclimated with campus, the food, where to go, get acclimated with some teachers, because in the scholars program you get the teachers that you will be working with, like the teachers that help you out. So with that, it introduced me and opened a lot of doors to a lot of things on campus. Like where I'm from, nobody really go to college, so I didn't really see Greek life like that. Like we got a college Lane, but I'm not finna go to Lane. Like I don't. It's in the hood. I'm not finna go over there. Everything, like it's down the street, but it's like
crazy.
Like I know where and where not to go. So it was just chill, just knowing, getting to know people, get acclimated with campus, having fun, turning up, then learning what Collegiate is, which is an organization that we're both a part of. Collegiate up on top,
Definitely big shout out to Collegiate 100, man. 100 Black Men of America.
Fact. Shout out T12.
Developing men 365 days a year.
Fact.
24/7. Yeah, man. That's crazy you said that too, because Lane, it was low, but it was on my list of colleges, bro. I literally was thinking about applying there.
Man, I had to tell somebody, I had to stop them from going to Lane.
That's crazy. I'm thinking, okay, cool, solid little private school. I guess not.
It's like, for me, Lane wasn't just too high on my list due to the fact of, I always heard about Lane. Like, it was never anything positive. Like, oh yeah, they had the little shooting over there on Lane. Somebody got shot over there. This happened, that happened. It was always a negative connotation in my eyes. So I wanted to go somewhere else. Like, my first school that I was gonna go to was Morehouse. I was gonna be a Morehouse man. So I took my visit, and it wasn't bad at all. It was just the tuition. Not that I couldn't have got a scholarship or anything. It was just I didn't want my parents to financially be in debt, trying to live. I ain't gonna say live my best life there, but live my best life.
Right. No.
But that's not like I can't do that here at MTSU. My second choice was UGA. I took a tour there. Great school, great campus, but compared to MTSU, their campus is like a city. Like they had a map that you can hold both your hands up with and hold it from top to bottom.
That's crazy, bro.
So it was a lot of traveling, a lot of hustle and bustle.
Mm-hmm.
Then the classrooms were huge, like they seated 200, 300 people. So you were like basically a nobody in those classrooms. Like unless you actively made.
It was too busy of a school.
Yeah. So unless you actively made, like, try to consistently talk to the teacher all the time, you were not gonna be known because they got 300 students this class, 300 students next class. They not teaching them. You just help the student out. Well, I can't say they're not teaching them the student help the student out, but you're not gonna have any
There's no personal connection, no experience that's gonna like link you guys. Like I was saying, like there's no way they're gonna be able to individually help you, unless you seek out time after class. But even still, those kind of professors, they don't have a lot of time on their
they
hands.
don't really have a lot of time grading papers, working on new lectures. I realized that early, like teachers are normal people too. Like I realized that when I seen my teachers come in pregnant. So like,
and you still gotta work.
Facts, still had to work. They still come to school, working, getting it done. So I was like, If they can do it, they some strong people.
Man, and we need to. I want to set some time aside. I'm sorry, to appreciate our teachers. But I did want to comment on something you said about the tuition thing. Like, I think that's one thing we have in common. Like, that was my main choice, like my second main choice for going here. Like, I didn't. It wasn't that I couldn't get the scholarships to go to a Howard or something like they were wanting me to apply to, but it's like I didn't want to put my family in debt like that. I didn't want to take out loans crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I feel like this is a real good, affordable school, and you still get a good education.
Facts. Like, we got a whole podcasting room here.
I'm saying, y'all should see where we at right now. Like, it's professional, the whole system.
Facts. Listen, I'm not a podcaster, I don't know anything about it, but it got a sound booth. It got like motivational things up. You look outside, it's a beautiful sunny day. You can see the stadium, you can see the buildings, people in there working, moving around. It's like peaceful. Like, today really been a great day, just doing something new, trying to get out of my comfort zone. Like, talking. Like, I talk daily, every day, but it's like talking to let people hear what I gotta say is like, it's different.
I've been in the booth, man. It's
facts.
It's a little bit different, man, but I like it. I think it's definitely gonna be a learning curve. It's gonna be a process. So you guys bear with us as listeners. You know, try and enjoy the content. Help us through it. I feel like there's a lot that could be learned. A lot we could do with this, though. So you guys stay along for the ride for sure. But yeah, back to teachers, man. They do the most. And I know we was talking about college teachers, but I really want to throw it back to the elementary, middle school, high school teachers, man. They are out here giving they all, giving their life to these young kids for minimum low wage. Like, why are we not giving more appreciation?
And they do a lot, because some of those teachers, like teachers that I had, shout out the teachers that they weren't just teachers, they was like second moms.
Right.
Like, they gave me valuable life lessons, life advice, because they've lived life. Like, I might not have been the best student, but at the same time, they didn't have to treat me the way that they treated me due to like how I was acting in certain situations. So I appreciate them, and I'm glad that they took the initiative to try to talk to me and teach me that.
Gotta think about it, man. We paying all of these taxpayer dollars, all of this stuff. It's not going back into the system like that. And I mean, that's why it's not going back to the community, I should say. It's not going back into the community. And like, that's stuff that could really help change somebody's life. Like, you're giving teachers this low amount
and expect them to perform this high D.
Exactly. Like
you don't have kids and then not be able to provide for the kid. Like, that's what they doing. Like I said, they second moms. They not just teachers. Even the male teachers, they second dads. That's because true. You really spend more time with a teacher than you do at home.
Man, 8 hours, 7 hours a day?
Like, a day, Monday through Friday.
That's a whole lot of time spending with kids that aren't yours.
Exactly. Like, I could be spending time with my family or anything else, but I'd rather spend my time with these children, trying to make them better people and shape the next society or next generation.
So I won't sit here and say it's all about money, because we know money is crazy how it works in this economy. But I do feel like teachers need a little bit more. They need to have their value shown, represented, more than just words.
And on one hand, we got great teachers, and then on the next hand, we got shit teachers. Let's talk about the shit teachers.
Oh, man, I don't even know where to start with that, bro. There's some people that are there, you can tell they're just there to get a check, man.
Facts. Like, my teacher. So basically, I'm gonna break it down, long story short. I'm playing Crash Bandicoot. We had a PS2 when I was in first grade, and we had like a box TV sitting on it, like a carpet thing. You had the box TV at the bottom with the PS2 and the blocks. All the stuff. It's like a cabinet. So you got the box TV at the bottom level. It's really opening, plug and a wall behind it. Then above it's like a shelf with blocks and different things like that. So I played Crash Bandicoot for a little bit, playing around, pretty fun. Got done, turned it off, because I had the game system at home. I used to play the Wii. So I turned it off, put my stuff down, went over there to play with the blocks. The teacher told me to do something, I'm not sure exactly. It was along the lines of get the stuff up. So I'm getting it up, I'm a first grader. I'm little as shit, got little ass hands. I'm picking the blocks up. He's like, you're not moving fast enough, start throwing them. I'm like, damn.
Oh, nah. Getting blocks thrown at you as a kid is crazy. I'm saying to the teachers, it's crazy. I don't know.
Then it got worse because I seen her in 8th grade, and I was talking to my girlfriend at the time. I was like, that's the one that I was telling you to do blocks me for 1st grade, and I guess she heard me. She was like, fucking stink meter of 1st grade, stink meter of fucking school. So she heard me. She was like, yup, and I'll do it again. I'm like, damn, you like 70 now.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know about that. Bro, teachers just be there. I don't know, get tired of. I don't get it. Like, why would you go in the field with kids? Because
you don't even like kids.
Exactly.
You don't even take care of your own damn kids.
Like, if you ain't got no patience, it's not the job for you. Not the job for you. It is what it is, though. I mean, there's good teachers, bad teachers. Hey, all I know is we made it out. Thankfully, we had better teachers, more good teachers than not. But that is what it is in life, I guess. Let's go ahead and switch topics up. I do want to talk about something I feel like we both have a lot to say on, which is how the business world is kind of evolving in front of our eyes, modern business world. I know you're an aspiring entrepreneur.
Yes, sir.
You got a lot of folks out here, college students, that want to become their own boss.
I had to sit up on my seat for this conversation.
There's a lot of people out there that want to be like their own boss. They want to be CEOs. They want to be, top dollar, because that's what the world is kind of creating us to be. They want us to go out here money chase, which is cool. So I don't know, with the major you're taking and with the business world and how you see it evolving, how do you kind of make sense of that?
So to let y'all know, my major is management and leadership, and with that, I could take my major in human resources, CEO, entrepreneur. I could do a lot of different things with my major, and I take a lot of business classes. So with that, I would like to add more women into the workplace, black women and black men. Because at my job, my boss, he was a cool dude, but we lost a lot of good female workers due to how he was. He was a sexist person. He didn't give them the same respect that he would give a white male compared to a black male, or a black woman compared to any woman in general. It didn't matter if you were a white woman, Asian, Indian, Latina. He just didn't give them the same type of respect. Like, you would go in there and bust your tail, working, cooking, slaving. Then you come in there, oh, you didn't do enough. It's like, dang. Like, I done did. Like, it wasn't like, it's not like, oh, thank you, but can you? It was just like, oh, you ain't do enough. I understand you working, but at the same time, it's a level of respect that you should talk to people with. And I've seen a lot of good people that I know leave due to that.
And there's no reason to treat anyone differently. Like, you go home to your family just like I go home to my family. We both got bills to pay. We both got responsibilities to handle. There's no reason, and trying to frame it as, oh, you didn't do enough work. There's better ways to say that. And even if that was the case, it shouldn't be no unfair treatment, unequal treatment in the workplace. So definitely, I think that's one big thing that needs to change as we get into the business world. Like, there needs to be more equality. There needs to be more value in, respecting people, more morals in the workplace. It's kind of like they make it seem like a dog-eat-dog world, right?
Basically.
Like, you have to crush somebody in order to get to the top. Like, why can't we all just rise to the top together? Like, why does it have to be we got to climb over somebody?
Especially in the black community.
Yeah.
Like, you see a lot of people hating, oh, his music trash, his music this, he ain't never gonna make it. Instead of, oh yeah, he actually trying to do something, because there's nothing wrong with trying.
Exactly.
Like, when has it been a problem with them just be like, oh yeah, I'm finna try to do something. Oh nigga, you never gonna make it. You ain't never gonna make it out. Like, damn, I think that's pretty fucked up. Like, the people, even though I give creative feedback, like, if your music not sounding the best, hey, it ain't sounding the best, I'm gonna let you know. I ain't gonna just be like, oh yeah, this the great. This shit not great. I ain't gonna just be like an asshole about it, but I'm gonna let you know.
Keeping it real. Just
yeah,
keep it real.
Because I would hope somebody would let me know that. Like, in my food ass, I hope somebody let me know that, hey, Dre, this ain't tasting the best too. It ain't seasoned enough. It's too seasoned, and they have, like, even when we open up King's Kitchen. So let's do a whole.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Go ahead. A whole backstory on that. So basically, King's Kitchen was a restaurant that we opened on campus. Basically, you got 2 dorms right beside each other. Cummins, Cortland. We were in Cortland Kitchen. I stay on the 2nd floor. So we had the whole kitchen, and we did nothing but cooking. We made burgers, loaded fries, beignets, honey bun cake, brownies.
Bringing back some good memories.
Everything.
good food, man. It took nothing but a little bit of social media promotion. We had the second floor jumping. The kitchen
Jumping,
was
I'm
going
talking about crazy. We had line to the door, people in there. We reviewing them, everything.
Even got some reviews, like he said. And I don't know what the time span was, but literally with that, just that little promotion and just a few, like a week or two maybe of business, we were selling these products and made over $1,000. So I mean that should let you know right there in itself. Hey, Dre got some cooking, man. Y'all gonna have to tap in with him, man.
And it wasn't just me. Like it was all of us as a collective. Like you and Zay helping out at the door, doing tickets, getting orders. Me, Jordan, Andrew out there cooking, whipping it up, preparing, and everybody else promoting, cleaning, helping with tickets. Like we all had a part to do. It wasn't just me.
Yeah, and that's T12 brotherhood for you. But you know, that's a whole nother topic, a whole nother day for sure. I feel like that was, you know, a really good way of representing how it could be in the workforce, like in the business world. Like all we did was, hey, we got a product, we think it's marketable.
We help each other out doing it.
Exactly. It didn't take no stepping on toes. It didn't take anything like that to get it to where it was. It was successful just in those couple of weeks.
Because we all had the same goal in mind. Like, I feel like that's what people get it messed up at. Like, you want to be successful, but you want just you to be successful. You don't want your brother or the person beside you. Well, we run out of space on the on a micro SD card.
We just saw the SD card gave us a warning. We are running out of time.
But you know, there was the first podcast. You know, co-host Dre signing out. We appreciate y'all for listening. You know, we're gonna have more podcasts coming up soon. We're gonna try to do it, crank it out at least every Wednesday. You know, get some good topics, get y'all laughing, get y'all going. But you know, right now it's just an introduction. We appreciate y'all for listening.
For sure. Thank you guys for the patience in us trying to get this thing started up. I think this is a good learning experience, but I really appreciate y'all listening, and hopefully we'll see y'all next time on the Project Podcast.